Subscribe to Mark Tutorial YouTube channel and press this bell icon so you can stay updated with latest videos. Hello friends, in this tutorial we will learn how to create ledger in Mark ERP. Basically, ledgers are there to maintain the records of any of the transactions like sale, purchase, cash received, etc. It is not possible to maintain records without the creation of ledgers or transactions. Ledgers are made or can be made according to the need and transaction. With the help of ledgers, it is easy to see any date of the transaction. So let's see how we can implement this in Mark software. For which we will go to Masters menu, then enter on Ledger Masters option. So as we will enter on New Ledger, window of Under Group will be displayed in front of you. From where you will select that group under which you want to create the ledger. From here, you can create sundry debtors means your customer, sundry creditors means your suppliers, accounts head like expenses ledger, assets ledger, liabilities ledger, MR master. Means you can create all other heads apart from items, sale and purchase. So we will create ledger for customer, for which we will select sundry debtors from here. So create ledger window will appear in front of you where the first field is ledger name. Here ledger means you are creating ledger for your customer. So you will mention customer name, and if you are creating ledger for your supplier, then enter the supplier name. So now we are creating ledger for your customer. So we will mention the customer name like Om Distributors, press enter. Then next field is station, means from where your customer belongs. What is his location? Mention the name of that location here. Then is accounts group, which we have already mentioned in the beginning only, that for whom we are creating ledger. For customers, so here sundry debtors is shown. Then next option is balancing method. So you can see three fields are highlighted in this drop down. Bill by bill, FIFO base, on account. Bill by bill means the creation of outstanding of the party will be bill by bill. Means when we will receive the payment from this customer, then against which bill the payment is coming. That window will be shown to you there, and it will also maintain the outstanding bill by bill. After this, next is FIFO base. In this, it will also maintain the outstanding, but when you will receive the payment from this party, then it will not display any window there that against which bill you have received the payment. Then here, whichever is your first bill or second bill, that will be maintained by software according to the FIFO base. Third option is on account. In this, it does not maintain the outstanding of the party, and when you will receive the payment from the party, then it will not display that against which bill you have received the payment. So you have to see in the ledger of the party only that how much amount you want to take from that party. So we will take bill by bill here. Press enter. After this, next is opening balance. If we want to take money from the party, so we can mention that amount here in opening balance, and you can choose from here that your amount is in debit or credit. If it is our customer, then we will mention the amount in debit, and if it is supplier, then in credit. Now we will press enter key. After this, next field is mail to. You will see that software has automatically picked that name only which we have mentioned in ledger name as a ledger, because when we create its bill here, then software prints the name which was in mail to. That will be displayed on the top of the bill. Then we will press enter key. Next is address. Here we will mention the address of the customer. Then we will mention the PIN code of that area of which your customer belongs. Then we will press enter. After that, we will enter the email address of the party. Then we will press enter. Then is the field is website. If the party has created any website, then you will mention the address of that website here. Press enter. Then mention the first name of the contact person like Harshit. Then press enter, and here enter the last name of the contact person, that is Kumar. After this, next is designation. Means what is the designation of the contact person. If he is proprietor, then you will mention proprietor here, and if he is manager or other, then you will mention that. For now, we will mention manager. Then here we will mention the phone number of the office of the party. If it's 1, then mention 1. If there is another number of the office, then mention it. Mention the mobile number of the party here, and if you want to give the residential number of the party, then mention that. Then next field is fax number. If there is any fax number of your party, then enter that here. Then next is freeze up to, means you will mention that date here till when you want to freeze the ledger of this party. Whichever date you will mention here, then you will not be able to do modification in the ledger before that date. Next is narcotic schedule H item billing. This field is also compulsory for our pharma trade. Like there are some alcoholic influence medicines in pharma for which drug department has made different schedules. So you can set here that if you want to do the billing of different schedules of the drugs or not. Then is DL number, means drug license number. If your party has the drug license number, then you will mention that number here. And one thing you will take care of, if your party is not a pharma, then you can disable this field from setup. Then is expiry. In this field, you can mention the expiry date of DL number. Next field is GST heading, means you will select that for which party or supplier you are creating the ledger, that is local or central. By default, this field is set at local. And if you want that whenever you will generate the bill of any party, then software needs to ask you the type. So for that, set ask local. If party is local and if it is of central, then set ask central. And here, feed the GSTIN number of that party, which is issued through the government. And if you don't have the GSTIN number of the party, then leave this field blank. Software will select state automatically on the basis of GSTIN number and mention that date here from when your party's GSTIN number is applicable. Next is VAT heading. This is one of the hard coding heading. Here you can give the manual heading as well, which will get printed at the time of taking printout. Like suppose if the VAT heading is TIN number, then you will mention the TIN number here. And if there is VAT number or TIN number of the party, then mention it here, and here mention its expiry date. Similarly, we can use these headings and can change it manually according to our requirement. And if you take any other trade, then there is no need to feed all these headings in it. You can leave them blank or can disable it from the control room. In case of pharma only, you need to mention all these headings. Next is IT PAN number. The use of it is that suppose if your party is doing billing in cash, like 50,000 or more than it, so for that, IT number means income tax PAN number is compulsory. Government has made it mandatory, then you will enter that PAN number here, then it will be printed on party's bill. Otherwise, you will skip this field. Then is e-business code. For this, you can see our tutorial Collaborative Commerce. Next is note field. You can give a note for your party, whatever you want to mention as a note. Then it will also get printed in your party's bill. Then in ledger category, by default, this field is set on other field. But you can see few options are being highlighted in this drop down. Like if you are creating ledger for your retailer, select retailer here. If you are creating ledger for stockist or distributor, then select it from here. Or if you are creating for any other, then let it be other. Then is color. By default, this field is normal. You can choose color for the ledger of your party. Like suppose your party purchases more from you, gives more benefit to you, so you can mark it with red color or can choose any color according to you. Or any party who gives payment late, make issues to give payment or borrow the goods, so you can define any color for that particular party. Then is state. Software picks the field automatically. When you feed GSTIN number of the party in GST field, software will select the state of your party on that base. And if your party is unregistered, then press N in that case. So this window will appear in front of you and you can select the state of this party. Country will remain India by default. Then is ledger type. If GSTIN number of the party is mentioned, then this field will remain registered. Otherwise, you can see there are few options that you can select according to you. Like if you are UIN holder, then you can select your category. If you are unregistered, then you can take it, etc. And suppose you have not mentioned ledger number of the party in GSTIN number, means that party is not registered and you have left it with register by default. Then software will check it in the system with GST number. And if your party will not be registered, then software will take the ledger of party as unregistered automatically. Then is hide. If you want to hide ledger of the party from the user, then you will do it yes, otherwise no. So friends, in this tutorial, we have learned that how we can create ledger in Marg ERP. Thank you.